So this is the service overall in a nutshell. So we provide three types of services. If you have your own QA team or security testing team, whatever the quality team you have, you can leverage your own SMEs, but if you don't have tools, we can provide you that. If you don't have SME knowledge, we can provide you the tools plus the SME knowledge in a consulting service phase. Or we can be everything for you. We can provide the tools, we can be your testers, we can be your SMEs, we can take care of it end to end. And responsibility-wise, we can work with your BAs or whoever is doing your requirements, work with your dev groups, architecture groups, and take partial responsibility in making sure the quality is there in those phases. And testing, we can take complete responsibility and make sure everything is covered, and defect analysis as well, and also post-production. We do have solutions to monitor your applications deep dive and make sure the quality and security is maintained and alert you ahead. So that's in an overall how our services look like. And by the way, if you are a small agency, right, you don't have to worry about subscription. You're appropriated for our service. That's a cool thing to remember. All right. So this is a graph that I took it in a general IT manner, right? So if you look at this, lack of quality and security, how is it do? I mean, what's happening to our IT world? What's happening to our software, right? So many issues, so many failures, troubles, and all that lead from not giving importance to the quality and security of our applications. So we are here again and again, I'm saying this, we are here to help you make sure that quality and security of your applications is taken care of. And we have a lot of tools and solutions already, about 13 different solutions in our hierarchy. And that's not like fixed, right? From last so many years, we have increased from 3 to 4 solutions to 13 solutions. It's only because you guys needed us. You guys needed that solution. All right. So I was stressing on quality umbrella, right? Many people think that testing is all about it, but no. Quality needs to be there all the way from requirements. So if you look at the bar chart below, right? If you invest on quality activities at the requirement stage, that red bar is really showing your cost, right? So, but if you neglected all those pre-production phases, your cost at operations is huge. We want to avoid that. We want to be there for you from the get-go, from the requirements phase. So that's what we are good at, and that's what we can help you with. All right, let's move on. So here are our tools. There are a couple of slides. Like I said, we have 13 different solutions, starting with quality management, application lifecycle management. The cute name of it is ALM, how people call it. So it has pretty much, it supports all the phases of waterfall methodology. Okay, so you have requirements modules in there where you can host and maintain and track, and you can put your release cycles in there, test cases, execution cycles, defects, everything can be tracked. So at the end of the game, you can even say, okay, how many requirements, how much percentage of my overall requirements are failing? And what are the tests covered under it? And how many defects under it? What are fixed? Everything can be reported out as well. And it can be integrated with several other tools. It's an open API, and we can help you with that integration. We have built custom integrations for our customers too, which integrate with vendor applications and also our in-house applications. And another cool tool we have is Sprinter. Sprinter is like, think about it like an automated pen in your hand, especially for the manual testers who are doing ad hoc testing, right? They don't know where to start. They just sit there with their experience and go back and forth with different pages. And they found an issue and they don't know how they got there. And it's very hard for the developer to understand how to reproduce it, right? That's where we come into picture with the Sprinter. We install that software on your laptop or on the person who's doing that. And that Sprinter is going to monitor the user actions and document all the user actions in the form of test cases or use case scenario, and even record a video. So when you find a defect, you can just click on a defect button on the top right corner, and it sends an email out to that developer that you put in the system with all that information and with the video. So that gets easier, right? We took away the hard part. So that's what it is. So ALM Octane and another ALM sister product, but this is agile based and DevOps based. So if you have DevOps implemented or you're doing your projects in an agile fashion, we have everything you needed in that tool. You can accommodate all phases of your agile process, backlog, sprint, how many ever sprints you want to, and track the availability of your resources in there, defects, everything. And it can also be integrated with other tools. It can also get in line with your pipeline process, with your DevOps process. So you can also customize the pipeline process within it. You can integrate it with your security tools as well. Also your cloud, environments. Anything you talk about, it's an awesome tool to support you with your agile projects. All right. The next here we have is in functional test automation. So test automation is something we really encourage people to do so that you don't have to worry about resources when the time comes that you have to shake the whole system for a change unit, right? So we have UFT, which can support you with automating your manual testing so that you can click a button and let it run throughout the night for you to come back in the morning and look at the results. And Lean FT is more of an extension of UFT, where it is more suitable for DevOps softwares, and it also has cool features of other open source like Selenium provides. Many people love Selenium, right? But there are some downsides of it. You don't have good support of it and other things. But here, all this is covered. Right? You have good support and you have those features and you're covered. Even if you have to, you might have resources who are good at Java coding. Lean FT provides that ability. It can accept Java coding. All right, Mobile Center, mobile applications. Today, that's the fashion, right? Everybody has a mobile app. May not be us in that arena yet, but in private world, we're getting there. Most of us have mobile apps for our application. So we can accommodate not just an emulator or simulator. We can accommodate testing for mobile app testing, mobile applications that you have, whether it is just the browser-based mobile or authentic mobile app. You can test that on real devices. Devices are not at cost. They're free as long as you don't damage them. And you have a tool to use them, connected to them, and test it just like you're testing on your, as a user, you're using on their device, right? So that's a cool thing. And you can also automate that process using UFT because Mobile Center connects with UFT. That's awesome, right? And you can manage all this in either Octane or ALM, depending on whatever the methodology you're using, whether Agile or Waterfall. All right, here it comes, performance testing. Many people do know about performance because that first strikes first to the people, right? So we have cool tools for that, Performance Center, where you can do stress testing, load testing. We have huge number of user support. We do support many customers today, and the big ones like NCDIT, we do testing for them almost every day. DHHS, DOT, DPS, these are all the big customers who use Performance Center. Every day, it sometimes gets so busy that we hard to find, the resources on it. And we have everything situated in Azure Cloud, so instantly we can increase the capability of our servers to accommodate the load. All right. So the network virtualizer is a cool feature. It's now provided as a feature within UFT and also Performance Center. What it does is it enables you to accommodate the network scenario of your user. For example, your application is used in remote areas, right? And they don't have a good bandwidth there, 3G, 4G. You don't know what it is, what latency they have. So you can capture those things, and we can create a scenario within this tool saying that this is the network scenario I want to use in these number of users in my test. And then you can measure that and have a feel for your user. Okay, how are they experiencing? So ahead of the game, right? That's cool. So that is another feature we have. And go on, please, with the next slide. Yes, so performance monitoring, another deep dive into the performance world, right? Not just measuring the performance and knowing what it can handle, but also we can monitor it while the performance testing is happening, or just your application alone, like putting some agents on it and monitoring it to the deep level where the user transaction happens, and to the wider level where the integration, several integrations are connecting to the servers, where the fault is, why the fault and why it is happening. We can get you to the issues so closer that your developer knows exactly what to do. So that's how much we can get you to the issue, and quickly, that is. And any of these tools, by the way, I know I'm talking about it, it might be going over the head, but if you are interested to know more, I'm here to help you learn more about it. We can provide you demos to start with, and we can also provide training on them. Okay, we have cool community channels where you can interact with us day-to-day basis, and we'll help you there. So SiteScope is another tool, which is a monitoring tool as well, but it does a minimal monitoring, which we use often with the performance testing. And Dynatrace is where it goes when you have deep dive, whether it's a pre-prod or prod, doesn't matter what environment, you can monitor it. And you can also do synthetics, like proactively doing testing, in the sense, for example, let's say after 10 days, you might have an issue reported from the operation saying, hey, these area users are having this performance issue. I don't know what the problem is. You know, you can avoid those tickets. You can minimize those tickets drastically with Dynatrace by doing proactive testing. We have servers all over the US where we can create the scenarios and hit your server, whether if it is a public one or to an in-house one, if it is an in-house app. And with the scenarios that which are popular today, right? And then we can monitor the performance for those users ahead. And if you see any sign of downgrade in this performance, right, we can alert you so you can work on it before the customer experiences and you have the tickets flowing in, right? So there are a lot of things you can do. It's an ocean. People are using it for even pinpointing to one user always calls me and tells me that she's facing this issue. Why is this one user facing this issue? We can even pinpoint and check why that one user, what is she doing? What is differently she's doing, or he or she is doing? And we can help you there. And it is very secure. Our environment is within the government tenant of Azure, and we manage it, complete control within DIT. And it is screened and approved, the security posture, like I said, with Maria, and also help. Currently, our security team is monitoring it. So you don't have to worry about it. You're in good hands. That's all I can say. All right, let's move on. So Fortify, it's another area we're specialized at. Fortify is, again, you have your security teams. Not many agencies do, but you have your security team who does your security scans. That is like a dynamic scan, right? Integrational level. But what we are providing is a code level scanning, the developer's tool. So at the time of coding, this tool is very handy for the developers, where they can scan their piece of code or a full executable file, or however they want, right? And then right then they can see what flaws are there in their coding, and they can fix it before they move on to the next piece of development. So that's how you fix or address any issues earlier in the phase, and that's what we are encouraging. All right. So pretty much I'm providing you the links to all that I just spoke, our community teams link. And the first link that you have there is the link to our website. You have a lot of information in there if you want to know about rates or what are the different other services we provide. Or you just want to call me and talk about it, that's fine. Please do. We encourage you to give me a call or open a ticket and service now, or just go out there and check out and then call me. Either way. All right. I think that's all I have. Please go to the next slide. Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to put this message out. Please don't forget, just having a right tool is not enough. You need the right resources. And just having the right resource is not enough. You need the right tool in their hands. So having that good combination will lead you to the success. And we can definitely provide you that.